What causes common RC-esque problems? Imagine you're out in the field, ready to race your RC car or drone, and suddenly it stops responding. Frustrating, right? Many times the culprit is a problem with the electronic speed controller, or ESC. These tiny devices are the heart of your vehicle's power system. They control how much power gets from the battery to the motor, so if they don't work right, your RC vehicle won't perform properly. One common cause of ESC problems is faulty components on the circuit board. Inside the ESC, there are tiny switches called metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors, or MOSFETs. When these fail, they can't switch power on and off properly, causing the motor to stutter or not spin at all. Sometimes, the voltage regulators or microcontroller units on the ESC can also burn out, especially if the ESC gets too hot or if there are soldering issues. When these parts fail, the entire ESC might need replacing. Firmware issues are another common problem. Firmware is the software that runs the ESC. If the firmware gets corrupted or is flashed incorrectly, the ESC can become unresponsive or behave strangely. Reflashing the firmware with the correct version often fixes this problem. Poor wiring is a big troublemaker too. Loose or damaged connections between the battery, ESC, and motor can cause intermittent power flow. This results in jerky movements or sudden stops. Always check that all wires are tightly connected, free of corrosion, and securely soldered if needed. Calibration is sometimes overlooked but very important. When you install a new ESC or motor, you need to calibrate the ESC to match your transmitter's throttle range. If you skip this step, the throttle response can be uneven or unresponsive. Calibration ensures the ESC understands the full throttle range from 0 to maximum. Overheating can also cause ESC problems. Running the vehicle under heavy load without proper cooling can make the ESC overheat and fail. Using batteries with too high a voltage or current rating can increase stress on the ESC. To prevent this, use cooling fans or heat sinks and choose batteries with the right C rating, which indicates how much current they can safely deliver. Power supply issues are another factor. If your battery can't supply steady voltage and current, it causes dips and ripple that stress the ESC. Always use high-quality batteries with enough capacity and discharge rating for your vehicle's needs. Lastly, signal interference from the receiver can mimic ESC problems. Weak or noisy signals can cause delayed or jerky motor responses. Keep your receiver and ESC away from sources of interference like motors or radio transmitters. Troubleshooting involves checking all wiring connections, making sure the ESC is properly calibrated, testing the battery's health, and updating the firmware if needed. If the ESC is physically damaged or keeps failing despite these steps, replacing it is often the best move. Staying attentive to these causes can help keep your RC vehicles running smoothly and avoid unexpected breakdowns.